YouTube, there it is. Yes, LinkedIn and YouTube are up. I like it, right on time. Justin R. Harris here, back with Business Solutions Solved. Those scenarios every single day, 366 days of this. We are on day number 127, I believe is the name of this episode. So without further delay, let's get right into this topic. So why you have peaks and valleys. What am I even talking about? Peaks and valleys, right? So there's so many ways that we can go at this topic. And the way I'm going to explain this has to do with when dealing with employees, if you will. So real quick, go like, subscribe, follow, do all that great stuff. I need you to do that, right? That the YouTube algorithm gods require that you do this. Hit that thumbs up. Do that for me because this is business education. This is building more wealth for your business, small tidbits of knowledge every single day. That's what I'm delivering to you, right? So what I wanted to get into was talking about really peaks and valleys means strengths and weaknesses when it comes to business. Getting into your strengths and getting into your weaknesses and understanding those when dealing with employees is key to whether or not you promote them or you keep them where they are. At the end of the day, no one likes mediocre. Mediocre doesn't cut it in business or in anything in life, right? So we all know someone. You could think of someone famous right now that you know off the top of your head. They're famous for something because of the one thing that they're good at. That's what they kill it at. That's their strengths. But also understand that whatever they're significantly strong at, there's going to be a significant dynamic weakness in the opposite direction, right? So everything has a cause and effect, a left and a right, an up and a down. In this case, an up or a down, right? So when hiring people and dealing with them in this capacity, you have to understand their strengths. And when you're doing that, keeping that in play, make sure that you put them within the strengths, obviously that you hire them, so it is relevant to your workplace or your team or whatever it is. Maybe it's a business partner. You want that person for their strengths, right? You don't want them to improve on their weaknesses because all you're doing is making them average. Now we're back to mediocre again. No one likes that, okay? So these are the things that you want to think about when you're focusing on improving on your relationships with business partners and getting the right business partner, because that is entirely going to be the strength of the relationship, right? You have that business partner because they bring a quality or a skill that they are more than exceptional at, right? So that's a focus point, right? And then at the same time, you don't want the weakness to be something that you focus on. And in this case, that's not what we're focusing on, right? He actually brought up quite a strong point. He says, look for excellence in one major area, not for performance that gets by all around, right? So we're not looking for all around performance. No one likes that. Listen, mediocre is great if you want, and you're okay for being the average Joe, right? The thing is when it comes to mediocre performance, mediocre almost has like a negative connotation to it. It's not, right? Because some people are perfectly content with just doing the bare minimum. They're happier that way. And that's what allows them to live the life that they want to live. Nothing wrong with that. We're not addressing that. That's not what this conversation is. This conversation is about focusing on the strengths, using that strength and whatever it is that you bring to the table and propelling that business or whatever it is that you do forward. And that strength is a key entity in the performance of your company, business partnership, entrepreneurship, or whatever it is that you do. That's the bottom line.